Okay, swimmers who are competing in heat number 1 of the female 50-meter breaststroke, please get down to marshalling immediately, please. And swimmers, please leave the pool. Warm-up has now completed. Please leave the pool. Once again, swimmers who are competing in the female 50-meter breaststroke, you need to get to marshalling immediately, please. Okay, LAC, let's make some noise. Put your hands together and welcome our referees, starters, and team of technical officials. Okay, everyone, make some noise. Put your hands together for our referees. Colin Booth. Leslie Mahendra Kumar. And Matteo Hu. And your starter, Jan Annan. Thank you very much, officials. Well, welcome back to the London Aquatic Centre. It is day 1 of the Kent County Swimming Championships 2026, session number 3. We'll begin with some 50-metre racing. The female 50-metre breaststroke. We'll then move on to the open male 50-metre backstroke. We'll have the female 200-metre individual medley, followed by our finals. So just a reminder for any swimmers, if you haven't done so already, please make your way down to marshalling if you are competing in the female 50-metre breaststroke. Here we go then. This is the female 50-meter breaststroke, heat 1. So off we go then in the female 50-meter breaststroke, our first 50-meter event of the Kent County Swimming Championships 2026. We have 28 heats in total for this 50-meter breaststroke. Separated by 0.4 of a second. 3 swimmers, Mariah Arabi, Sophie Kai and Sophie Vasheva in lane number 6. That's on paper as we move into the closing stages of heat number 1. Going well is Arabi from Beckenham, the 10-year-old. 48.10 was her time on paper. 45.23 is her time in the pool today. Heat 2. So at second heat, all but one of the swimmers is 11 years of age. So 10 and 11-year-olds involved in heat 2. Let's get Xander in lane 0, the only 10-year-old. So these swimmers trying to better that time of 45.23 set in our first heat of the event this afternoon. Scarlett Waterson going well. The swimmer from Tonbridge, 46.9 was her entry time. 44.75, that is the fastest time out of the 2 heats. Heat 3. Moving swiftly on then to heat number 3. Got 2 swimmers who are 12 years of age. And you do, and Leah Williams in lanes 4 and 5. So they'll be setting the pace for the 12 years age group. As for the rest of the swimmers in that 10 to 11 years age bracket, 44.75. That's the time to try and watch out for those swimmers. We'll keep tabs on Do and Williams in lanes 4 and 5 as they approach the final stages of heat number 3. 50-meter racing. It is blink and you will miss it stuff as they approach the finishing line. And it looks like, again, lane number 4, and you do 44.12. So setting the pace of the 12-year age group. Lily Fox, 44.3, quickest in the 10 to 11.
Go, Scarlett. Go, Andrea!
Heat 4. So 3 11-year-olds, the rest are all 12 years of age in heat number 4. Victoria Sinshi, Esme Singh and Gracie Brown are all 11. So they're aiming for that 44.3 time that was set by Lily Fox in our previous heat. The rest of the swimmers, all 12 years of age, 44.12. That's the time to try and keep tabs on. Going well, looks like over in lane number 3. That's Isabel Clements from White Cliffs, but also right down below me in lane number 8 with Alice Lee, who is moving well. I think she's going to be the quickest, certainly is. 42.04, Alice Lee, ahead of Clements. And then Effie Sun in lane 6 in 3rd spot. Heat 5. So all of the swimmers in heat number 5, 12 years of age. That makes things a little bit simpler in terms of working out the timings. So Alice Lee, great swim in heat 4, 42.04. Knocked off a fair few seconds off her entry time. Going well in the middle lane. Lane number 4, Florence Hall. Faversham, 42.7 was her entry time. As we just tick towards the 40-second mark. 42.04 was the quickest in that 12 years age group. It is now Hayley Wong in lane 4. Heat 6. Into heat number 6 we go, and this does include Florence Hall in lane number 4. But Hayley Wong, great swim in the previous heat, just to confirm that. 40.85, Hayley Wong, quickest in the 12 years age group. And as we move on to heat number 6, real mixture of ages in this one, 11, 12 and 13-year-old swimmers all in play. So setting the time for the 13 years age group. A couple of swimmers competing for that 40.85 time. Let's have a look at these times. Well, 40.86 for Alvarez del Castillo in lane 5. 40.86. Heat 7. So into heat 7. So 13 and 12-year-olds competing in heat 7. 40.86 is the quickest time we've had in the 13 years age group. Going well, lane 7, that's Audrey Jenkins. She's going to be the quickest there. No, in fact, can't separate Ava Sanders and Audrey Jenkins. 40.53, both 13 years. Heat 8. Well, the quickest times in the 13 and 12 years age group from that previous heat. Ava Sanders 13, Audrey Jenkins 12. So both with that time of 40.53 as we move on to heat number 8. And we have 14 and 16-year-olds involved in this one. Going well in lane number 4. That's Emily Tarr from RTW Monson, who will be setting the pace for the 14 years age group with a time of 39.19. Heat 9. So into heat number 9 we go. Had times under 40 seconds in our previous heat, 39.19. So by Emily Tarr. We've got plenty of swimmers in contention for the top spot in heat number 9. It's going to be a close run thing. 40.54. Bryony Young just ahead of Amelia Boris in lane 8. Heat 10. Into heat number 10 we go then. 0.03 of a second separated Anne-Marie Adams and Chantel Carius in lane number 5. That's on paper as we approach the finishing line. Going well outside lane number 1. Shelfrut in lane number 1. Is she going to be the quickest, or is it going to come from lane number 5? It's going to come from 5. And Mancurius from Bromley. Under 40 seconds, 39.75. Heat 11. Heat number 11. And into the closing stages of heat 11, and going well outside lane 1. Eva Osma representing Sittingbourne. 16-year-old is going to be the quickest here. 38.3. Quick time ahead of Ava Harris on the other side of the pool in lane 8. Heat 12. Into heat number 12. A tenth of a second separates 5 swimmers in those centre lanes. But are we going to see another quick time from the outside lane? We had Eva Osmer in our previous heat from lane 1, who was the quickest. Going well. Looks like over in lane 0, Natalia Pastula. She's going to do the quickest. So it's going to be in lane 9, in fact. Ellie Boyce, 39.26, just ahead of Pastula. So the 2 outside lanes, top 2 times, heat 12. Heat 13. Into heat 13 we go. Just 200ths of a second this time, separating 5 swimmers from lanes 2 to 6 on paper. Had some close races so far in the heats from this female 50-metre breaststroke, and some really strong swims from the outside lane. Going well over in lane 0 and 1 is Foster and Grennan, but let's go to lane number 5 and Alice Jarvis, who's had a superb day already. Alice Jarvis, 37.62, just ahead of Willow Grennan, and then Harriet May into the top 3, heat 13. Heat 14. Heat number 14, after a heat that had 3 swimmers under 40 seconds, 37.62. Alice Jarvis really quick in heat 13, but this is heat number 14, and with just under 25 meters to go. Moving well, it looks like over in lane 3, Martina Duraj, swimmer from White Oak. She's going to be the quickest here in that green swimming cap. Lane number 3, she is 38 seconds on the dot, ahead of Churchill. Heat 15. And Karius 39.05, 500ths of a second ahead of Raj Karnika. Into heat number 16. Jenkins, Shared and Warboys, 39.7 entry time into heat 16. So not anything to separate those 3 in the pool. Sorry, on paper before coming into heat number 16. And this is a close run thing as we move into the latter stages of heat number 16, lane 6. With Sevilla Mackay, looks like it's going to be the quickest. It is actually going to be Ella Jenkins, 39.52, 100th of a second ahead of second place. Heat 17. Heat at number 17, well underway at halfway stage. Looks like Griffin is just edging ahead. Victoria Griffin, 14-year-old representing Dover Life, 39.3. In fact, has pretty much a full body's length advantage ahead of the rest of the pool. As Victoria Griffin, great swim here, 36.7 for Griffin. Lane number 3, heat 17. Heat 18. Well, 36.7. Great swim in our previous heat by Victoria Griffin as we move on to heat number 18. 39 seconds exactly. Quickest entry time. Liana Bradshaw, the 19-year-old from Black Lion. Looks like plenty of swimmers in contention for the top spot in this one. Just cast my eye towards lane number 6. Adam Mayfun. She's going to be the quickest Maidstone swimmer. She certainly is. 38.53 ahead of Bradshaw. Heat 19. Heat number 19. One of the youngest in this heat. Annabelle Lott is one of the quickest entry times coming into this one, 38.8. Still that time set by Griffin, 36 seconds. Still one of the quickest times, if not the quickest time that we've had so far in this event, 37.79. Ariane Ivanova, quickest there, 37.79 in lane number 5. Heat 20. Cracking start in lane number 5. Sophie Beermans from Bromley, the 17-year-old. Can she hold that form towards the finishing line? Looks like she's going to fend off the rest of the swimmers and take top spot in heat number 20. Bromley swimmer, lane number 5. Started well, finished well, 36.91. Ahead of Evelyn Gillivan in lane 3. Heat 21. Well, 2 swims in that 36-second time frame, really quick. Sophie Beament in that last heat. Can any of those swimmers in heat 21 really push that time? Heat 21 of 28 of this event, the female 50-meter breaststroke. Chris from the outside lane. Paris Fairhurst, 16-year-old from Seven Oaks, also in lane number 3. Olivia Bradburn, and it is Olivia Bradburn who gets there, 37.49, a tenth of a second ahead of Amelie Fairhurst. Heat 22. And into heat number 22. Close race this one as we enter into the final 25 metres or so. Who's going to claim this one? All these swimmers really pushing it. We've got a mixture of ages involved in this one, pushing it right until the very last couple of metres for the swimmers. Who's going to get there? It looks like it's going to be in lane 6. It is Emily Stupart, 36.76, ahead of Sasha Smith and Lucinda Smalik-Shedon in lane 5. Heat 23. One-hundredth of a second separated Samantha Bettel and Isabel Healy on paper. 37.5 to 37.51. That's, of course, the entry times. 25 metres left to go in heat number 23. Will it be as close as that? Or will swimmers, will the one that will depart from the rest of the swimmers going into the final few stages? Heat 23. Swimmers, if you haven't done so already and you are competing in the open male 50-meter backstroke, please make your way to marshalling. We are already on heat number 23 of 20, in fact 24 of 28 of this event. So if you are competing in the open male 50-meter backstroke, please make your way to marshalling immediately, please. And back to the action in the pool. This is heat number 24. Pulling away in the final few meters is Heidi Cox, 35.3. 2 swims under 36 seconds with Lily Della also 35.93. Heat 25. So into heat 25 we go. 35.3. Heidi Koch, what a strong swim that was in heat at number 24. Going well, looks like over in lane number 3. That's LD Parton from Tonbridge. Can she just stave off the pressure of the rest of these swimmers? Although a late burst, it looks like in lane 6. Well, gets there, 36.13, just ahead of Parton in lane 3. Heat 26. Just a further reminder for swimmers, if you haven't done so already and you are competing in the open male 50-metre backstroke, please make your way to marshalling. We have 3 heats, including this one, remaining of this event, so it'll be coming up quickly. The open male 50-metre backstroke, please head to marshalling if you are competing in that one. I want to go in heat number 26. Pulling away in lane 4, Josephine Lawn, 32.97 her time on paper, 33.11 in the pool, ahead of Olivia Quiller and Tabitha Bonner in lane 6. Heat 27. Penultimate heat then of this female 50-metre breaststroke. 33.11 in our previous heat. These times are getting quicker and quicker. And pushing on forward in lane number 4, Emily Smith, 17-year-old RTW Monson, 32.88 was her time on paper. Well, she goes 0.3 of a second quicker than that in the pool today. Smith, 32.58. Heat 28. Heat 28 and final heat of this event. Quickest entry time in the event. Imogen Miles, 31.83, on course to be the fastest hit in this heat, with a time of 32.79. Not quite the fastest time in the event today in the heats, but Imogen Miles quickest in that heat, 32.79, ahead of Scarlett Davey and Crozette in lane 3. Next up, it is the open male 50-metre backstroke, heat 1. Heat number 1, open male, 50-metre backstroke. 27 heats in this 50-metre backstroke. This is a 10 to 11 years age group involved in heat number 1. Last few meters there, and it is in lane number 9. Mingho G is the quickest there, 41.71. Heat 2. Underway then in heat number 2. Back to our previous heat, 41.71. Can be separated. NG and Coleman Snell. Can we get our top 2 swimmers separated in this one? Heat number 2 going well. Outside lane, lane number 8. Theodore Carabas from Gravesend. Looks like he's going to be the quickest here. Outside lane, 39.73, under 40 seconds. Quickest time out of the first 2 heats, and in that 10 to 11 years age group. Next up is heat 3. So finalists for the female 50-metre breaststroke, 10 to 11 years age group. From Larkfield, we have Myla Cheeseman, Maidstone, Fola Dada, Tonbridge, Scarlett Waterton, Greenwich Royals, Zoe Mendes Lerin, Bromley, Miranda Huang, Sevenoaks, Lily Fox, Greenwich Royals, Victoria Pansishi, Beckenham, Maria Ariabi, Medway Maritimes, Esme Singh, and Beckenham's Hester Williams, with Maidstone's Elspeth Daniels and Bexley's Sophie Spatun Tringi in the reserve finalists. In the pool, Aaron Doyle, quickest there, 39.49. Heat 4. Finalists for the female 50-metre breaststroke, 12 years age group, from Saxon Crown, Annie Allen, White Oak, Sophia Radzika, Orpington OJ's Hayley Wong, Bromley, Sarah Razga, Bromley, Alice Jarvis, Eden Bridge, Eliza Smakai, Bromley, Audrey Jenkins, Seven Oaks, Evie Van Beers, Eden Bridge, Greta Eldridge, and from Bromley, Alice Lee. Reserve finalists, Bromley, Nicole Martinaita, White Oak, Emily Hober. Back to the pool, heat number 4. Last few metres then for the swimmers. Stanley Phipps, 39.11. 4/10 of a second ahead of Stanley McKenzie in the outside lane. Heat number 5. Finalists for the 13 years age group, female 50-metre breaststroke, from Saxon Crown, Ornella Gurash, Erith and District, Harriet May, Bexley's Nahi Raj Karnika, Dover Life's Autumn McCann, Dartford, Ifamia Serena Odaya, Medway Maritime, Anaya Agrawal, Bromley, Chloe Mancarius, Beckenham, Lila Gibb, Erith and District, Chloe Bragg, and Eden Bridge, Ivy Barker. Reserve finalists from Larkfield, Isabella Esterhusen, and Dover Life, Lola Partridge. On to go in heat number 5. Edward Barden, 37.62, ahead of Amin Ali in lane number 2. Heat 6. Finalists, 14 years age group, female 50-metre breaststroke. From Seven Oaks, Emily Fairhurst, Bromley, Martha Rickard, Erith and District, Ava Kane, Dover Life, Victoria Griffin, RTW Monson, Elsie Saffa, Beckenham, Mila Poulton, Bexley, Emily Stupar, Eden Bridge, Esme Cawthorne, Maidstone, Lucinda Spadek Puchishero, and Greenwich Royals, Isabel Healy. Reserve finalists, Saxon Crown, Ruth Allen, and Orpington OJ, Hannah McAvoy. And in the pool, Hoffman, quickest there, Alexander Hoffman, 12-year-old from Saxon Crown, 37.7. Heat 7. (15 years age group, female 50-metre breaststroke finalists. Eden Bridge, Holly Calvert, Ashford Town, Ella Ramsey, Bromley, Katie Miller, RTW Monson, Jessica Evans, RTW Monson, Olivia Quiller, RTW Monson, Billy Marie Bullock, Bromley, Christiana Popova, Tonbridge, Amelia Fisher, White Oak, Olivia Bradburn, and Tonbridge, Iona Winifrith. Reserve finalists, Dover Life, Rosie Hollands, and RTW Monson, Erin Davey. Back to the pool, 37 seconds exactly for Sonny Borner from Black Lion. 4/10 of a second behind Matthew Preston. Heat 8. "16 years age group, female 50-metre breaststroke finalists. Herne Bay, Isla Ross. Edenbridge, Ruby Barker. Hereford District, Emma Whiffin. Sittingbourne, Heidi Cox. Bromley, Josephine Lawn. RTW Monson, Olivia Cooley. RTW Monson, Zoe Tollett. RTW Monson, Larry Williams. RTW Monson, Amelia Ashton. Bexley, Ellen Duncan. Reserve finalists, RTW Monson, May Davis. And Sittingbourne, Claudia Hooker. George Gummer, quickest there in the pool, 36.85, under 37 seconds ahead of Henrik Stiles. Heat 9. "17 years and over finalists for the female 50-metre breaststroke. Sevenoaks, Evie Cratcher. Bexley's, Abby Nelson. Bromley, Veronica Crusett. RTW Monson, Scarlett Davey. RTW Monson, Emily Smith. RTW Monson, Imogen Miles. Larkfield, Tabitha Bonner. RTW Monson, Amelia Olivia. Beckenham, Jessica Hugh. And Dover Life, Molly Lown. Reserve finalists from Beckenham, Alex Brueggemeyer. Sevenoaks' Cara Neal. And in the pool, Jack Miller, under 36 seconds there, 35.89. Strong swim, Jack Miller, lane 6. Heat 10. So those are all the finalists for the female 50-metre breaststroke and all the reserves. Please get your withdrawals in as quickly as possible so we can finalise those finalists. So, Heat 10 of the open male 50-metre backstroke. 27 heats of this event. Going well on the outside lane. This is a really strong swim from Gabriel Koyman from Sittingbourne and Milton. And he is the quickest there, 35.41. Nearly half a second quicker than our previous fastest time in the previous heat. Heat 11. Heat number 11 well underway, 25 metres to go in this one. Going well in the middle lane, looks like in lane 4, Henry Webb. Swimmer from RTW Monson, 35.10. Is he going to hold on for this one. He is 33.84 ahead of Josh Talamy and Charles Barrow. Heat 12. So just to confirm that withdrawals for the female 50-metre breaststroke finals need to be done by 3:45. So that's in 6.5 minutes. Any withdrawals for the female 50-metre breaststroke, they need to be completed by 3:45. So you have 6 minutes to make any withdrawals for those finals. Last few strokes then for all of our swimmers. And the quick Harvey O'Connell, 34.13, just ahead of Christie. Heat 13. Heat 13 then of this open male 50-metre backstroke. Going well in lane 4, Oliver Reynolds. Or is it going to be in lane 3? No, it is Edward Shepherd. Good final burst from Shepherd, lane 3, 33.63 ahead of Oliver Reynolds, lane 4. Heat 14. Into heat number 14 of this open male 50 metre backstroke. Lots of swimmers in that 34.10 time frame. Well, lane number 4, Jackson Lima, 17-year-old from Black Lion, just nudging ahead from the rest of the swimmers. Also just keeping tabs right down below me in lane number 9 with Cuthbert, who's also going well, and he does get it, Cuthbert, 33.87. Only swimmer under 34 seconds in the outside lane, lane 9. Heat 15. Luke Mullett, Jacob Rust and Miles van Delden, all 33.8 on paper. Can they be separated in the pool with roughly 10 metres or so to go? Going well, looks like in lane number 3, also in lane number 8. Luke Mullett in 3, Alex Clarkson in lane number 8. It's going to be Alex Clarkson, 33.45, 100th of a second ahead of Alexander Ralph. Heat 16. Just to confirm that withdrawals are now closed for the female 50 metre breaststroke. Withdrawals now closed for female 50 metre breaststroke finals. On to go, heat 16, great swim. James Walker, 32.58, ahead of Ronan Lynch in lane 8, 32.58, James Walker. Heat 17. Well, great swim in our previous heat. James Walker, 32.58. Can any of these swimmers in heat 17 run him close? Real mixture of ages ranging from 13 to 18 in this one. Just casting my eye towards lane number 4. That's Maxim Andrukovics. Just bursting ahead from the rest of the swimmers. 32.13, surpassing that time from James Walker. This time in the event, 32.13. Heat 80. Heat number 18 underway. Lots of swimmers, 32.8 time frame. 32.13 from Andrukovic in the last heat. Fantastic swim from the Beckenham swimmer. Going well over in lane number 3. That's Lucas Bond from Orpington OJ's, the 15-year-old. Aiming to be the quickest. And he is the quickest. 32.19 for Lucas Bond. Heat 19. So into heat number 19 we go. 27 heats involved in this one. Just a reminder that the next event is the female 200 metre individual medley. 16 heats of that one. As we move into the latter stages of heat number 19, and it is Gabriel Marsh who is the fastest there, one of the youngest in the pool, with a time of 31.95. Heat 20. On to go then in heat number 20. Good swim over in lane number 2. Giles Dunstan from Tonbridge, 31.49 for Dunstan. Ahead of lane 8's Charlie Bread. Heat 21. Going well, looks like in lane 3, Raoul Khan, Daniel Hatcher also moving well in lane 5. In fact, from my eyes, just a smidge ahead. Lane number 5, Daniel Hatcher, the 15-year-old from Sevenoaks. This has been a good 25 metres, 30.91 for Hatcher, ahead of Raoul Khan, 0.6 of a second behind. Heat 22. Almingdu 30.89. Quickest there in that heat. Heat number 22. Heat 23. Heat 23, and it's going to be a bit nip and tuck all the way until the finish line, not much to separate. And it is going to be Archie Anderson who's the quickest, only just 30.73 Anderson. Heat 24. Two hundredths of a second between Damien Dadkov and Gal El Demoa, lane number 5. Is it going to be as close as that in the pool? We're starting to push these times under 30 seconds. We're getting quicker and quicker as we progress through the event. Lane number 5, and Demoa is moving well, but being put under pressure either side of him in the last few strokes, but gets there first. 30.28, 500ths of a second between Kokini and Dadkov. Heat 25. So heat at 25, and now we do have entry times under 30 seconds. Albert Brooks, the quickest out of the lot on paper. Will it be replicated in the pool? Moving well is Henry Norman. He's just a slither ahead, it looks like, from the rest of the swimmers, although it's going to be a tight call right till the end. In fact, it's going to be Oscar Collier who gets there, 28.10 ahead of Albert Brooks. Heat 26. Heat number 26, penultimate 8 of this open male 50-meter backstroke. Looks like Hayden Sanders is out in front, 27.56, a full body's length ahead of Henry Norman in lane number 5. Hayden Sanders, and then Henry Norman, and then Michael Banks. That's your 1, 2, 3, heat 26. Heat 27. So 27th and final heat of this open male 50 metre backstroke. 25 metres left of the pool to go. Going well, lane 4, Joshua Hill. 27.5 is his entry time, the 17-year-old. Is he going to be the quickest here? Well, he's got some breathing room, it looks like. Joshua Hill, 27.56 for Hill, quickest there. Ahead of Joshua Mason and then Louis Harvey. That's the top three. Heat 27. So this is our final event before we move on to the finals to complete day number 1 here at London Aquatic Centre, the Kent County Swimming Championships. Female 200 metre individual medley coming up shortly.
This is a test start.
Next, this is the female 200 metre individual medley, Heat 1. So 200 metre individual medley underway, 16 heats in total, 18 heats in total in this event. Now we have a few birthday shout outs to make, so make some noise for 2 birthdays today. First of all, Ruby Glock from City Board and Milton. Ruby Glock, happy birthday, 13 today. Congratulations, Ruby. And also a huge happy birthday to official Damien Bradshaw. Happy birthday, Damien. So this is Heat 1 of the female 200 metre individual medley. 3 swimmers in this one. Zoe Kruger from Beckenham, Elspeth Daniels from Maidstone, and Eva Gallagher from Beachfield is in lane number 5 as we approach the halfway point in heat number 1. It's Daniels who leads 130.85. Now we've got our second raffle that's been taking place this afternoon, hosted by Maidstone. So, going to give you just a couple of seconds to get your raffle tickets at the ready, because I have the winning numbers in front of me. So here we go. Winning raffle tickets. Grey first. This is Grey 24, Grey 50, Grey 70, Grey 1, Grey 25, Grey 16, and Grey 84. So that's Grey 24, Grey 50, Grey 70, Grey 1, Grey 25, Grey 16, and Grey 84. Blue ticket numbers: Blue 64, Blue 84, Blue 91, Blue 23, Blue 85, Blue 98, Blue 88, Blue 41, Blue 20, and Blue 3. So once again, that's Blue 64, Blue 84, Blue 91, Blue 23, Blue 85, Blue 98, Blue 88, Blue 41, Blue 20, and Blue 3. Well done to all our winners. Go and collect your prizes as we turn our attention back to the pool. Elspeth Daniels 311.83 with a 42.14.50. Final 50, 318.82 for Kruger, and Gallagher 322.24. Heat number 2.
Take your marks.
So finalists for the open male 50-metre backstroke, 10 to 11 years age group. Bexley's Ronnie Maheba, Bexley's Amin Ali, Bromley Alec Vigorek, Saxon Crown Alexander Johnson, Bromley Aaron Davis, Eden Bridge Thomas Salter, Dover Life Alexander Forbes, Bromley Donir Alpive, Greenwich Royals Stanley Phipps, and Bromley Aaron Doyle. Reserve finalists: Tonbridge Stanley McKenzie and Gravesend Theodore Carabas. For the 12 years age group, open male 50-metre backstroke, Maidstone Sam Sloan, Black Lion Albert Thompson, Seven Oaks Edward Barden, Greenwich Royals Alexander Elvolf, Greenwich Royals William Craggs, Sittingbourne Gabriel Koyman, Thanet Swim Parker Pollard, Saxon Crown Alexander Hoffman, Greenwich Royals Albert Mack, and Thanet Swim Charlie May. Reserve finalists: RTW Monson Oliver Nicol and Dartford Kai O'Donnell. 13 years age group, open male 50-metre backstroke, Saxon Crown Lenny Lewis, Eden Bridge Noah Jones, Bromley Fabio Mida Ijards. Edenbridge, Campbell Collis. Larkfield, Benjamin Curd. Bromley, Edward Shepherd. Whitecliff, Stanley Preston. Edenbridge, Charles Barrow. Ashford Town, Michael Nashev. And Edenbridge, Alexander Day. Reserve finalists, Bromley, Jack Millar. And Greenwich Royals, Ethan Mendes-Lerin. Let's just go back to the pool for the conclusion of heat number 2 of the 200 metre individual medley. And it is Miranda Huang who's the quickest there, 2:57.81. Great swim from Miranda from Bromley, the 11-year-old, ahead of Zoe Lerin, 3:04. Zoe Mendes-Lerin. And then Imogen Walpole in that top 3, 3:06.21. Top 3, heat number 2. Heat 3.
Take your mark.
Finalists, 14 years age group, open male, 50 metre backstroke. From Tonbridge, Hezekiah Cuthbert. Down at swim, Miles Van Delden. Bexley, Gabriel Pereira Gill. Beckenham, Thomas de Cruz. Sevenoaks, Stain Rawkins. RTW Monson, Gabriel Marsh. Maidstone, Romeo Ball. Gravesend, Arush Seneth Khanna. RTW Monson, Henry Webb. And Bexley, Amrit Lally. Reserve finalists, Erython District, Harvey O'Connell. Sevenoaks, Maximilian Marquis. 15 years age group, open male, 50 metre backstroke. Bromley, Nathan Ruzga. Beckenham, Maxim Andrukovics. Bromley, Arlo Shaw. Sevenoaks, Daniel Hatcher. Bromley, Hayden Sanders. Sevenoaks, William Larter. Bromley, Leo Maros. Bromley, Charlie Bread. Orpington OJ, Lucas Bond. White Oak, James Walker. Reserve finalists, Gravesend, Toby Simmons. And Sevenoaks, Nicholas Hincombe. 16 years age group, open male, 50 metre backstroke. Bromley, William Preston. Bromley, Hummingdoo. Bromley, Damien Dadkoff. Beckenham, Ayatunda Dowda. Bromley, Henry Shepherd. Erython District, Louis Harvey. RTW Monson, Lamredada. Sittingbourne, Archie Anderson. RTW Monson, Lucas Sanders. Beckenham, Thomas Love. Reserve finalists, Bexley, Zachary Inglis. And Sittingbourne, Tristan Linder. And finally, 17 years and over, open male, 50 metre backstroke finalists. Down at swim, Philip Gregoras. Beckenham, Joshua Mason. Bromley, Albert Brooks. Black Lion, Oscar Collier. RTW Monson, Joshua Hill. Bromley, Henry Norman. Bromley, Michael Banks. Larkfield, Jack Brown. Thanet Swim, Archie Hawkins. And Bromley, James Belton. Reserve finalists, Beckenham, Cal L. Intamoa. And Orpington OJ's Aaron McCagan. So you have roughly about 10 or so minutes to make any withdrawals for those finals, which will be coming up after the conclusion of the female 200 metre individual medley. Just a reminder, there is 18 heats of this event. This is heat number 3, and in fact we're on the closing stages of heat number 3, and it is going to be Nia Michael who's the quickest there, 2:57 ahead of Paulia Akina in lane 3, 2:59.93. Heat number 5. Apologies, this is heat number 4. Heat number 4. So just a further reminder, if you need to make any withdrawals for those finals, that's for the open male 50-meter backstroke. Please get those withdrawals in as quickly as possible, please. So as we approach the halfway point of heat number 4, Lily Chitty looks like is going well in lane number 5. Also, Rajka Nika in lane number 3. Evie Beers 1:19.77. Also going well after the first 100 meters halfway point. So withdrawals for the open male 50-meter backstroke. They need to be completed by 4:24, which is in roughly 8 minutes. So you have 8 minutes to make any withdrawals for the open male 50-meter backstroke. And racing towards the finishing line. Over in lane number 2, Evie Beers, 2:44.54. Great swim from Evie Beers. Evie Van Beers, the Sevenoaks swimmer. Ahead of Lily Chitty and Annie Allen in lane number 7. Reminder, these are heat declared winners. Female 200-meter individual medley. Heat 5.
Take your mark.
So into heat number 5 we go then. There are 18 heats involved in this one. Only a tenth of a second separating Alba Carter and Matilda Palmer in the entry times. 2:47.8 to 2:47.9. All these swimmers bar Collins, Jenkins and Shmakai in lanes 7, 8 and 9 are 13 years of age. Those three are all 12 as we move into the halfway point, and it is one of our 12-year-olds who is leading the way in Heat 5. Georgia Collins from Dartford, 2:49.3 is her time on paper. So we have a new leader, Anna Mixie, just ahead of Collins. Anna Mixie, 13-year-old from Maidstone, just nudges ahead, moving into the final 50 metres. 25 to go, and it looks like the Maidstone swimmer is just starting to really edge ahead now. Albert Carter in lane 4 is moving to try and take that second spot, but at the moment Anna Mixie is in top spot. Then it looks like it's Collins, although Carter doing well to try and take that second spot, but it is going to be Collins, then Carter, but the quickest out of all the swimmers in that one, Anna Mixie, 2:45.33. Heat 6.
Take your mark.
Verity Nicholas was leading at the halfway point. Scarlett Ideals Bunclark there, the quickest, 2:43.6. That is in heat number 6. Heat 7.
Take your mark.
Just to confirm, withdrawals are now closed for the open male 50-metre backstroke. Withdrawals are now closed for the open male 50-metre backstroke. Last few strokes then for the swimmers, heat number 7. And Lila Collins, 2:38.12 there. Quicker than Sanders and Jarvis. Collins in lane number 4, the 14-year-old from Thanet Swimming. Going a fair few seconds under her entry time as well. Collins, lane number 4 in heat 7. Heat number 8.
Take your mark.
Heat number 8, so nearing the halfway point of this event. Ages ranging from 13 to 16, 2:42.9, the quickest entry time. Isla Ross in lane 4. It looks like a solid start on the first 50. On the outside lane, Ava Stubbs, 34 seconds, first 50. 0.1 of a second ahead of Olivia Bradburn in lane 1. So a great start on the outside lane as move on to the backstroke discipline. Isabel Daniel, the fastest out of the swimmers at the halfway point. Isabel Daniel, 15-year-old from Sevenoaks, 2:44.2 was her entry time moving into this heat. Finals heat sheets are now available. Finals heat sheets are now available. And the fourth and final discipline into the freestyle, a race to the finish line. Isla Ross being put under pressure, it looks like. Mancarius in lane number 6, also going well on the outside lane. Lane 8, Ava Stubbs putting that pressure on. It's been good on the outside lane. Stubbs and Bradburn, lane 0 and 1. But it looks like it's going to come from Mancarius, 2:44.67. Great final 50 metres. For the Bromley swimmer, the 13-year-old, lane 6. Heat 9.
Take your mark.
Well, it's been a great swim so far in lane number 7. Adrian Sola Ademaifun from Maidstone. Heat number 9. In the penultimate discipline of the individual medley before the transition into the freestyle for the final leg of this 200 meter IM. And here comes that final turn, 2:02.26. Ademaifun, 2:04.86. Abby Nelson. Can anyone catch Ademaifun? Well, Abby Nelson currently occupying second spot as it stands. But let's go back to your leader, Adrian Sola Ademaifun, the 17-year-old from Maidstone. Leading the way after 150 metres and at halfway, and is going to finish in top spot here in heat number 9. Great work, Ademaifun, 2:41.48 ahead of Jenkins and then Abby Nelson, top 3. Heat 10.
Take your marks.
Not long to go then in heat number 10. Powering on towards the finishing line, lane 7, Ava Harris, 2:38.63 ahead of Ava Cook and Hannah McAvoy. That's the top 3, 2:38.63, going under that 2:40 time. Ava Harris in lane number 6. Heat 11.
Take your mark.
So into heat number 11 of this female 200 metre individual medley. Jessica Steed moving well in the backstroke discipline of the IM, halfway mark, 1:12.17. With Lily Cook currently in second spot, Erin Davey occupying third. That's at halfway as they move into the breaststroke. Penultimate discipline of the IM in heat number 11, but it's Jessica Steed who leads the way so far. So final turn, last transition, moving into the freestyle. Erin Davey in front, 2 minutes, 0.13 ahead of Jessica Steed. Then it's Emily Stupart in lane number 8. Home straight for the swimmers. Into the freestyle they go. Finishing line on the horizon for the swimmers with just over 25 meters to go. Erin Davey moving really well. Erin Davey, time of 2:39.6 was her entry time. Was going to be the quickest here in heat number 11. Looks like Jessica Steed is going to take second spot. In comes Erin Davey, 2:36.51, then Jessica Steed, 2:38, and 2:39 Emily Stupart. All those times under 2:40, heat 11. Heat 13. No, heat 12.
Take your mark.
So just to confirm, this is heat number 12. 200 metre individual medley. Violet Turner after the first 50. Leading the charge, the 16-year-old from Greenwich Royals. After the first 50 in the butterfly. Now moving on to the backstroke discipline. Halfway point then, Daisy Campbell is your leader ahead of Martha Warner. So a change in the top two. Daisy Campbell leading as they now move in to the breaststroke, penultimate discipline of the 200-meter individual medley. And now it's Martha Warner who leads under 2 minutes at the 150 mark, ahead of Daisy Campbell now. One final time going into the freestyle for the swimmers in heat number 12. Martha Warner just over full body's length ahead of Daisy Campbell in lane number 5. It looks like it's going to be Martha Warner who will be the quickest here in lane number 3. Ahead of Daisy Campbell, up for grabs for the third spot. Warner 2:35.01. Ahead of Campbell 2:38.8, and then Holly Salter 2:40.7. That's the top 3, heat 12. Heat 13.
Take your mark.
So a tenth of a second separating Holly Calvert and Sum Yo Si in lane 5. Both 15. Calvert from Edenbridge, Si from Tonbridge. And a tenth of a second separating them on paper. First discipline, butterfly. And this is the opening 50 metres. Looks like a good start. Like Tilly Pollard in lane 6, 32.17. Ahead of Si in lane 5. But Tilly Pollard leading after the opening 50. Swimming for Dover Life, Tilly Pollard, 17-year-old. And it is Pollard who remains out in front, 1:12.98 after the max stroke and into the breaststroke. Sophia Kaludis currently occupying second spot, good 50 metres, 40.23 in the backstroke for Sophia in lane number 1 as they are into the breaststroke. Last 50 metres then for the swimmers. And Tilly Pollard is being put under pressure in the closing stages of this heat. The 17-year-old from Dover Life has led after the first 50, and I think she's just going to cling on to top spot in this one. Ahead of something like Si, she does 2:36.65, just under 3/10 of a second ahead of the Tonbridge swimmer in lane number 5, and Calvert 2:38.36, top 3. Heat 14.
Take your marks.
So as the swimmers move into the backstroke, going well. Sophia Beamont over in lane number 2. Arundel lane 4, also right down below us in lane number 9. That's Alice Brooks. Isabella Arundel 1:12.77 ahead of Sophia Beamont 1:13. Alice Brooks occupying the 3rd spot overall in heat number 14. So 1:59.17 going under 2 minutes with 50 meters to go. Isabella Arundel, Katie Millar with a really good 50 meters there, going 45.5 in the breaststroke. And now into the freestyle, final 25 meters. And Isabella Arundel looking to take home the top spot in heat number 14. (2:35.43). Isabella Arundel ahead of Katie Millar, 2:36.95. Emma Whiffin, 2:40.34. That's the top 3 in heat number 14. Heat 15.
Take your marks.
Final turn, last transition then for the swimmers as they head towards home, and it's the two swimmers on the outside lanes. Ariane Ivanova in lane 0, Paris Fairhurst in lane 9. Can any of the swimmers between them close that gap? Doesn't look like there's too much in it between Ivanova and Fairhurst on those outside lanes with 25 meters to go. Alexa Miles doing her best to try and close that gap. This is going right down to the wire, not much in it. I think it's going to be Paris Fairhurst who's going to get there first. She does, 2:34.28, just over half a second ahead of Ariane Ivanova, 2:34.7. Alexa Miles, 2:36.22 is the top three of heat 15. Heat 16.
Take your marks.
Please can swimmers competing in the finals, which will be coming up shortly, please make their way to marshalling. So swimmers, if you are competing in the open male 50 meter backstroke, particular in the 10 to 11, 12 and 13 years, please make your way to marshalling immediately. And if you are competing in the female 50 meter breaststroke finals, please make your way to marshalling. Heat number 16, so 3 heats including this one before we move on to our finals. And just a reminder, there won't be any warm down or break after the conclusion of this 200 meter individual medley event. We'll be going straight in to the finals. So if you are involved in the finals, please make your way to marshalling. So Billy Marie Bullock in lane number 1, trying to claim #1 spot in heat number 16, although just keeping an eye right in the centre lane in lane number 5 in particular. Cara Redford, the 17-year-old from Larkfield, is just starting to apply that late bit of pressure, but I think that the RTW Monson swimmer Bullock is going to get there first, 2:31.61 ahead of Cara Redford. And then Madison Notley in the top 3, heat 16. Heat 17.
Take your marks.
Please, can Ronnie Mahabir and Amin Ali from Bexley please make your way to marshalling immediately, please? That is Ronnie Mahabir and Amin Ali, both from Bexley. Please make your way to marshalling immediately. You're involved in the first final, which is the open male 50-meter backstroke. And if you haven't done so already, well, all the swimmers competing in the finals session, please make your way to marshalling immediately, please. Final 50 meters then for the swimmers, moving into the freestyle. And Imogen Miles, great swim so far. The 17-year-old from RTW Monson, 2:30.43 was her entry time. And in the freestyle, aiming to finish in pole position, Tyler J. Thomas closing it down all the way, but it is going to be Imogen Miles, 2:28.33. Tyler J. Thomas, 2:29.99. And then Bella Jones on the opposite side of the pool in lane number 9, 2:32.14, rounding up the top three. Heat 18.
Take your marks.
So heat number 18, final heat of this 200-meter individual medley. Emily Smith, quickest time on paper, 2:10.9, straight out of the traps first to the first turn. After the butterfly, moving into the backstroke and leading the way as we approach the halfway point as well. So it is Smith who leads, with Oliver like in second, although we're also going well to Sevilla Stoyanova in lane number 9. It is Smith, then Oliver, and Stoyanova on the outside lane. Final 100 meters for the swimmers, moving into the breaststroke. So just a further reminder then for swimmers who are competing in the finals, they'll be taking place immediately after the conclusion of this heat of the female individual 200-meter individual medley. So if you are involved in those finals, please make your way to marshalling immediately if you haven't done so already. Let's go back to the action in the pool. Emily Smith way out in front, 2:10.9. was her entry time. She's not going to beat that, but it's going to be a good time nonetheless for Smith. 2:17.7. Oliver 2:24.48. And then Olivia Quiller into the top three for heat 18 of the female 200-meter individual medley. And that concludes all our heats for today. Our last bit of business for day one here at the Kent County Swimming Championships 2026 will be our finals for the open male 50-metre backstroke and female 50-metre breaststroke. Here we go, this is the open male 10 to 11 years 50-metre backstroke final. Introducing in lane 0, Ronnie Mohibir. In lane 1, Amin Ali. In lane 2, Alec Vagorek. In lane 3, Alexander Johnson. In lane 4, Aaron Davies. In lane 5, Thomas Salter. In lane 6, Alexander Forbes is. In lane 7, Donir Alpiv. In lane 8, Stanley Phipps. And in lane 9, Aaron Doyle. This is the open male 10 to 11 years 50-metre backstroke final. Here we go then, our first final of session number 3 here at the Kent County Swimming Championships. 35.84 for Aaron Davis was the quickest out of all our swimmers in this age group. We've got 2 swimmers who are in that 10 years age category. The rest are all 11. But here's that mix, of course, 10 to 11 years of age, but pushing on towards the finishing line. Looks like it's Aaron Davis, the Bromley swimmer, 35.84 in the heats this morning. He's really pushing that time. He's going to be the quickest with a time of 35.43. Goes under his time in the heats. Johnson second, Forbes in third. Next up, it is the open male 12 years 50-metre backstroke final. In lane 0, Sam Sloan. In lane 1, Albert Thompson. In lane 2, Edward Barden. In lane 3, Alexander Elbov. In lane 4, William Craggs. In lane 5, Gabriel Koyman. In lane 6, Parker Pollard. In lane 7, Alexander Hoffman. In lane 8, Albert Mack. And in lane 9, Charlie May. This is the open male 12 years 50-metre backstroke final. So this is the 12 years 50-metre backstroke final. 34.64, William Craggs, the quickest in the heats. At the moment though, Craggs and Koyman, not much to separate them with 25 metres to go, but William Craggs just starting to edge ahead in the second half of this 50-metre backstroke final. He's about full body's length ahead of the rest of the swimmers. So on course, William Craggs to take the gold medal, top spot with Koyman in second. Looks like it might be Alexander Elbov for third. It's Craggs, Koyman, then Elbov. 1, 2, 3 in 12 years final. Next, it's the open male 13 years 50 meter backstroke final. In lane 0, Lenny Lewis. In lane 1, Noah Jones. In 2, Fabio Mida Bajards. In 3, Campbell Collis. In 4, Benjamin Curd. In 5, Edward Shepherd. In 6, Stanley Preston. In 7, Charles Barrow. In lane 8, Michael Nachev. And in lane 9, Alexander Day. This is the open male 13 years 50 meter backstroke final. Off we go then, open male 13 years, 50 metre backstroke final. Good start in lane number 4, Benjamin Curd. Quickest in the heats, 32.78. He's just starting to pull away now from the rest of the swimmers. The swimmers directly to his left and right. Collis to his left, Shepherd to his right, looking to jostle for that second and third spot. Benjamin Curd, though, all out by himself, heading for the finishing line, looking for top spot. Looks like it's going to be Curd, then Shepherd. Top 2, it is Benjamin Curd, then Edward Shepherd, then Campbell Collis, who is into the top 3. Next, it's the open male 14 years 50 metre backstroke final. In lane 0, Hezekiah Cuthbert. In lane 1, Miles van Delden. In 2, Gabriel Pereira Gill. In lane 3, Thomas de Cruz. In lane 4, Dane Rawkins. In lane 5, Gabriel Marsh. In lane 6, Romeo Ball. In lane 7, Arush Enithkana. In lane 8, Henry Webb. And in lane 9, Amrit Lai. This is the open male 14 years 50 metre backstroke final. So the 14 years 50 metre backstroke final. Plenty of wins have come, of course, from lane number 4, and this one is looking like it's going to go the same way, with Dane Rawkins leading the charge. That second and third spot well up for grabs in these last few metres. Let's go to Dane Rawkins, 31.9, then Thomas de Cruz, then Gabriel Marsh into the top 3. Next, it's the open male 15 years 50 metre backstroke final. Lane 0, we have Nathan Razga. In 1, Maxim Andrakovic. In 2, Arlo Shaw. In 3, Daniel Hatcher. In 4, Hayden Sanders. In lane 5, William Larter. In 6, Leo Maros. In 7, Charlie Bread. In 8, Lucas Bond. And in lane 9, James Walker. This is the open male 15 years 50 metre backstroke final. Open male 15 years, 50 metre backstroke final, and a flying start by Hayden Sanders, 27.22 in the heat, and he is wasting no time in getting towards the finishing line. Hayden Sanders, what a great swim this is. It looks like William Larter's going to take second, 27.45 Hayden Sanders. William Larter, and then Leo Maros into the top 3 of this 15 years 50-meter backstroke final. Next, it's the open male 16 years 50-meter backstroke final. Lane 0, we have William Preston. In 1, Harming Du. In 2, Damien Dakov. In 3, Ayatunda Dauda. In 4, Henry Shepherd. In 5, Louis Harvey. In 6, Landry Dada. In 7, Archie Anderson. In 8, Lucas Sanders. And in lane 9, Thomas Love. This is the open male 16 years 50-meter backstroke final. So 0.08 of a second separated Henry Shepherd and Louis Harvey in the heat. Will it be as close as that in the final? Well, it looks like it's Shepherd and Harvey who are pushing on ahead from the rest of the swimmers. This is almightily close. It was 0.08 of a second in the heat. Not much to separate them into the final few stages. And look at that, 100th of a second this time around. Henry Shepherd takes it ahead of Louis Harvey. 100th of a second. Next is the open male 17 years and over 50-meter backstroke final. In lane 0, Philip Gugoras. In 1, Joshua Mason. In 2, Albert Brooks. In 3, Oscar Collier. In 4, Joshua Hill. In lane 5, Henry Norman. In 6, Michael Banks. In 7, Jack Brown. In lane 8, Archie Hawkins. And in lane 9, James Belton. This is the open male 17 years and over 50-meter backstroke final. So our last open male race of day number 1 here at the Kent County Swimming Championships, and already just 25 metres to go. And it looks like it is all to play for as we move into the final stages. Last final, 100th of a second separated the swimmers. And it's going to be another real close one, this. It looks like between Hill and Norman. And it is Joshua Hill gets there 27.59 ahead of Henry Norman. And then Archie Hawkins in the outside lane, 3rd. Next, it is the female 10 to 11 years 50-meter breaststroke final. In lane 0, Myla Cheeseman. In 1, Fola Dada. In 2, Scarlett Waterton. In 3, Zoe Mendez-Lerin. In 4, Morano Huang. In lane 5, Lily Fox. In 6, Victoria Pesici. In lane 7, Maria Arabia. In lane 8, Esme Singh. And in lane 9, Hester Williams. This is the female 10 to 11 years 50-meter breaststroke final. Miranda Huang was over 2 seconds quicker than the rest of the swimmers. coming into this final, first female final of this 50-meter breaststroke. .42.13 in the heat. Huang, not much separating Fox and Mendes-Lerin in the heats, but let's go to the Bromley swimmer right in the heart of the pool, lane number 4, Miranda Huang. .41.84, beating a time in the heats and claiming top spots ahead of Zoe Mendes-Lerin in second and Lily Fox in third. Next, it's the female 12 years 50-meter breaststroke final. In lane 0, we have Annie Allen. In lane 1, Sofia Radzika. In 2, Hayley Wong. In 3, Sara Razga. In 4, Alice Jarvis. In 5, Eliza Smyka. In lane 6, Audrey Jenkins. In 7, Evie Van Beers. In 8, Greta Eldridge. And in lane 9, Alice Lee. This is the female 12 years 50-meter breaststroke final. Underway then in the female 12 years 50-meter breaststroke final. Flying start in the centre lanes. Not much separating those swimmers, although just maybe starting to nudge ahead a little bit. Alice Jarvis from Bromley, 37.62, quickest time in the heats for this age group. And in fact, in this second 25 metres, she's going through the gears with the finishing line inside for Alice Jarvis. Second spot is well up for grabs. Alice Jarvis is going to take this one, 37.91, ahead of Razga and then Evie Beers. Next up, it is the female 13 years 50-meter breaststroke final. In lane 0, we have Ornella Grass. In lane 1, Harriet May. In lane 2, Nehi Rajkarika. In lane 3, Autumn McCann. In lane 4, Ifemia Serena Odaya. In lane 5, Anaya Agarwal. In lane 6, Chloe Mancarius. In lane 7, Lila Gibb. In lane 8, Chloe Bragg. And in lane 9, Ivy Barker. This is the female 13 years 50-meter breaststroke final. Female 13 years 50-meter breaststroke final. 36.28 for the Dartford swimmer. Lane 4, Odaya. Moving well in the final. Swimmers directly to her left and right. Agarwal to the right, McCann to the left. They're just trying to put that pressure on. And into the last few stages, it looks like Odaya's going to get there. Lane 4, 35.91. Agarwal coming second, McCann in third. Next, it's the female 14 years 50-meter breaststroke final. In lane 0, Emily Fairhurst. In 1, Martha Rickards. In 2, Eva Kane. In 3, Victoria Griffin. In lane 4, Elsie Saffer. In lane 5, Mila Poulton. In 6, Emily Stupart. In 7, Esme Cawthorne. In lane 8, Lucinda Smalik Putrecheron. And in lane 9, Isabel Healy. This is the female 14 years, 50-meter breaststroke final. (36.17). Elsie Safa was the quickest in the heat. It's been a flying start over in lane 2. It looks like for Eva Kane, swimmer from Erithan District. 36.79 was her time in the heats, and she's really putting the pressure on, but these swimmers right in the centre lanes are just starting to gain ground. This is going to be a really close end to this final. Who's going to take it? It's going to be Griffin. 36.26, 300ths of a second ahead of Poulton. And then Safa, 36.55, Victoria Griffin. Next up, it is the female 15 years, 50-meter breaststroke final. In lane 0, Holly Calvert. In lane 1, Ella Ramsey. In lane 2, Katie Miller. In lane 3, Jessica Evans. In lane 4, Olivia Quiller. In lane 5, Billy Marie Burke. In lane 6, Christiana Popova. In lane 7, Amelia Fisher. In lane 8, Olivia Bradburn. And in lane 9, Iona Winifrith. This is the female 15 years, 50-meter breaststroke final. Off we go then, the 15 years, 50-meter breaststroke final. 34.06, Olivia Quiller in lane 4, one of 3 RTW Monson swimmers involved in this final. They're all in those centre lanes, lanes 3, 4 and 5. And it looks like Quiller is just starting to nudge ahead in these last few metres. Olivia Quiller, 34.06. In the heats, goes 34.13 in the final, takes the top spot ahead of Evans, and then Popova into the top 3. Next, it's the female 16 years, 50-meter breaststroke final. In lane 0, we have Isla Ross. In 1, Ruby Barker. In 2, Emma Whiffin. In 3, Heidi Cox. In 4, Josephine Lawn. In lane 5, Olivia Cooley. In 6, Zoe Tollett. In 7, Larry Williams. In 8, Amelia Ashton. And in lane 9, Ellen Duncan. This is the female 16 years, 50-meter breaststroke final. So this is the penultimate final, day 1 here at the London Aquatic Centre, the Kent County Swimming Championships. Josephine Lawn, 33.11, the quickest out of the swimmers in this age bracket, and she is about half a body's length ahead of the rest of the swimmers. Real tussle on for that second and third spot, but Josephine Lawn is out in front. In fact, she's just edging further and further ahead. The finishing line is in her grasp. Josephine Lawn, 33.31 for Josephine Lawn. In comes Zoe Tollett, and then Olivia Cooley into the top 3. And before we start the next final, can we please put our hands together for our amazing officials? Thank you very much for your brilliant work today, officials. And finally, this is the female 17 years and over 50-meter breaststroke final. In lane 0, we have Evie Croucher. In 1, Abby Nelson. In 2, Veronica Crusset. In 3, Scarlett Davey. In lane 4, Emily Smith. In lane 5, Imogen Miles. In 6, Taratha Bonner. In lane 7, Amelia Oliver. In lane 8, Jessica Hugh. And in lane 9, Molly Lown. This is the female 17 years and over 50-meter breaststroke final. Here we go then, last final of day number 1. Here at the Kent County Swimming Championships. Smith and Miles leading the charge. Finishing line beckons now for the swimmers. And I tell you what, this is going right down to the wire. Imogen Miles right up in a battle with Smith. The two RTW Monson swimmers, both 17 years of age, and it is Imogen Miles who gets there just ahead of her teammate Smith, and then Scarlett Davey wrapping up the top 3 in our last final of the day. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for a brilliant day here at the London Aquatic Centre, the Kent County Swimming Championships 2026. A huge thank you to all the parents, friends, family who have come to join us here today and bring the noise to the LAC. A huge thank you to all our coaches who have done a brilliant shift today. Huge thank you to all our amazing officials as well. Once again, excellent job. Thank you very much to all our brilliant volunteers. And also, huge thank you for providing brilliant entertainment and